14. Right out of 13. We're still in the New Testament. Romans chapter 14. We're going to be covering the entire chapter. There's 23 verses. And next week we'll close up this Romans series. So today we have Romans chapter 14. Remember the context. Paul is writing to a church located in Rome that's consisted of both Jews and Gentiles worshiping Christ. And he gives them different theological points. In the last couple of chapters, he's given us wisdom on how does this theology relate practically. This morning we talked about honoring the governments. Last week we talked about being peacemakers. Today we'll see about Christian liberty. So let's look at Romans chapter 14 and see what Paul has for us. Romans 14 verse 1 says this: receive one who is weak in the faith, but not to dispute over doubtful things. For one believes he may eat all things, but he who is weak eats only vegetables. Let not him who eats despise him who does not eat, and let not him who does not eat judge him who eats. For God has received him. Who are you to judge another servant? To his own master. He stands or falls. Indeed, he will be made to stand, for God has made him stand. Verse 5, one person esteems one day above another esteems another day alike. Let each be fully convinced in his own mind. He who observes the day observes it to the Lord. And he who does not observe the day, the Lord, he does not observe it. He who eats to the Lord, and he who gives thanks. And he who does not eat, the Lord, he does not eat and give God thanks. Verse 7, none of us live to himself, and no one dies to himself. But we live to the Lord, and we die to the Lord. Therefore, whether we live or die, we are the Lord's. For to this end, Christ died and rose, and lived again, that he may be the Lord of both the dead and the living. But why do you judge your brother, or why do you show contempt for your brother? For we shall all